It's time for another 5-minute-ish review. This time, 2025's Your Host, an independent film that had its world premiere this year at the UK Fright Fest. Written by Joey Miller and directed by D.W. Medoff. In the film, four friends, well, maybe not friends, a couple might be friends, but let's just say four people who know each other take a summer trip to a secluded cabin, and after a night of drinking and arguing, they are kidnapped by a mysterious figure. When they wake up, they find themselves trapped in a warehouse, chained to the wall. Someone with a sadistic game show host personality informs them that they will play his deadly games. The prize, he says, will be their freedom. Well, you can figure out what comes next. I guess it's been long enough that the casual horror fan may not immediately think of Saw when watching this, but the similarities are unmistakable. Call it an homage if you like. The four friends, or people who know each other, are played by Ellie Ray Smith, David Englund, Jamie Flatters, and Joelle Ray. Our host with the gross is none other than Jackie Earle Haley. Think of him as Rorschach mixed with Bob Barker. Jackie Earle Haley may be what helps this one rise above so many other Saw copycats. Him and the impressive gore effects. Indie horror can often rise above their limitations in that respect, but this one really looked good. We have everything from a pneumatic skull cracker, a little eye puncturing, and the old chestnut of cutting open your friend to find a key. And they're all done with big budget cinematic levels of skill and viscera. But back to Haley. His disturbed game show host demeanor is just enough to pull the viewer over the line from laughing to squirming a bit uncomfortably. Especially if you learn why he's doing the things he's doing and why he is doing them to the people who end up as his contestants. The rest of the cast? They were all pretty good given what they were given. A little more effort from freshman writer Joey Miller to give them more in the way of a connection and make us, the audience, feel like they might actually be friends would have helped. What we got was the impression that these four wouldn't spend an hour of time together outside of school or work, much less elect to spend an entire weekend together. The film suffers from the same thing that all films like this suffer from, Saw included, which is that if you scratch the surface of the plot just a little, you have to wonder how the antagonists are able to pull off the stunts and traps that they do. You have a man whose life has been ruined, but he could buy a warehouse and line it with elaborate and deadly mechanical equipment that he somehow built himself and didn't have to subcontract. And he manages to capture everyone and bring them to said warehouse without anyone noticing. The universe of horror movies is the only place that this can happen. So if you decide to give Your Host a try, know that you will be spending 90 minutes in this psychotic world. As always, if you watch the film and have any thoughts on it, let me know. Send an email to timeshifterspodcast@gmail.com or comment below on any of the social media posts.